All right, this section 2.6 is a very short section. We've already talked about this. It's how to draw chemical structures. One of the big things was the shorthand version that I showed you. So let me just show you again, just a few more examples. I don't know how many I've been through, but so here I'm drawing everything out in its full glory. I have some double bonds. All right, a shorthand way of drawing the same molecule would be like this. So it's what's called the skeletal structure. Remember, every one of these points, you have a carbon with its maximum number of hydrogens, depending on how many more hydrogens it needs. So, like for example, this carbon right here, all right, has 2 bonds to another carbon, so that means this carbon has 2 more hydrogens attached to it. Okay, you just don't draw it in. It's just kind of a short way of drawing it. If you want to draw a compound, let's say CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. So how do you draw this? Again, every time you see a carbon and carbons and hydrogens, you just draw those 2 things. Okay, so let's number this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is carbon 1, this is carbon 2. Carbon 2 is attached to an oxygen, and then the oxygen is attached to 2 more carbons. So that's 3, and that's 4. So that would be the shorthand way of drawing that. The shorthand way is definitely used for cyclical compounds. So what's called cyclohexane, that would be how you draw a cyclohexane. You don't need to draw in all the carbons and hydrogens. Okay, people understand that. If you have a double bond, so let's do a carboxylic acid, CH3, CH2, C double bond O, OH. Okay, shorthand way of doing it. You have 3 carbons, so 1, 2, 3 on the 3rd carbon. So like 1, 2, 3. 3rd carbon, you have a carbonyl, and you have an OH to it. You also try to show the bond angles, like the staggered bond angles that we've talked about. That's pretty much it for section 2.6.